Warning. This video will not be edited with a ton of beeps, bops, and boops, so if you're looking for that kind of instant gratification learning, this is not the place. But if you are looking for some immense value and you're just trying to sit down and listen and kind of relax in a way, this is the place. I'm Wizard Christian Paul. I help skinny guys get aesthetic. And after pondering my orb for a few brief moments, I heard that you wanted help getting big old meaty biceps, like these ones right here. I actually used to have very puny biceps. Damn near Slender Man. And the information I'm going to be teaching you in this video took my arms from tiny to looking like there's possibly a tennis ball lodged in my arm. First things first, here's an expertly drawn diagram drawn by one of my imps that dictates the long and short head, and I'm crossing both these out because it's irrelevant. This information doesn't matter. You always hear about do this for the long head and the short head, but at your current state, you're not some expert level lifter. At this point, simplicity is growth. There's no need to micro-focus on a certain part of your bicep. It's a bit ridiculous. In fact, that is a mistake I made at the start of my lifting career, which I'll talk about in a second. But first, come on, let's get to the fucking juice. The bicep workouts that are going to give you some goddamn pythons. First things first, standard issue standing bicep curl. It works all of the bicep, and it's badass. Come on. For your form, stand up straight with the slightest lean forward to take tension off the shoulders. Keep your elbow straight and control your reps until you're past failure. And I'm going to give you some advice that may seem unconventional, but it's to cheat a little. After you've reached failure with good form, start slightly swinging so you can cheat your reps and force your bicep to work past failure. Obviously, don't be extreme with it. Don't hurt yourself, but some partial reps past failure is very beneficial. Second, we got preacher curls. Once again, works all of the bicep and is once again badass. I don't know if you're noticing a common theme here. For form, avoid too much forearm use by pulling from your elbow instead of your wrist. It's kind of hard to explain via video. It's something that you kind of get accustomed to the more you do it. Of course, like any other curl, you're going to want to squeeze on the way up and control your rep on the way down. And if you're familiar with any like bicep tear videos, they're usually on preacher curls. Don't let this scare you. As long as you go all the way down and control your reps, you're not ego lifting, you're not going to get injured. In fact, you're going to avoid injury because by going all the way down, you're strengthening your bicep at that point. Last but not least, in fact, I would say this is my favorite bicep workout. We got chin-ups, bicep focused. Once again, it works all the bicep, and this workout has a top tier bicep stretch. It's unmatched. If you can work your way up to weighted bicep chin-ups, you're gonna have some pythons, undoubtedly. Form for bicep focused chin-ups, explosive on the way up like usual, and slow on the way down. Control your reps. Try to use only your biceps. Don't use your back or lats too much. Of course, you're gonna be using your back a little because you're doing pull-ups, but really focus on your bicep. The thing that helps me focus on just using my bicep is to squeeze at a 90-degree angle. So when you pull up on the bar, your arms are gonna be at 90 degrees. And just fucking squeeze, like flex your bicep when you're up there. And then go all the way down. It does take some time to get used to this, like pretty much anything. But once you do get used to it, this is a killer bicep workout. If you just focus on getting stronger and progressive overloading these 3 bicep workouts, you will summon some big ass meaty biceps on your former puny arms. Money back guaranteed. Like mentioned earlier, when I was but a novice lifter, I tried to focus on the long head, which is a bad idea. Not only because I'm a beginner, but it's just too much fucking micro-focusing, right? Just focus on getting stronger and perfecting going to failure with good form. This will guarantee you progress. However, I do recommend structuring your bicep workout in a certain way. That way being heavy and gritty. Heavy being pretty self-explanatory. Heavier weight and lower reps, usually 6 to 8. And gritty being lighter weight with higher reps, usually 10 to 12. Gritty usually burning pretty bad. In my beginning days, I made the mistake of only doing gritty workouts for some reason. Don't do that. For at least one of your bicep workouts, go heavy. You can do the rest at a lighter, more grittier weight if you want to, but when I say training biceps heavy is a game changer, it truly is. Obviously, don't hurt yourself. don't ego lift, but do a weight where 8 reps is hard to achieve. I personally recommend going heavy on standing bicep curl, just because it's the most simple, least injury prone, and most badass. And just like that, you've received the wisdom of 10,000 years of bicep training. Go get fucking pythons now, buddy. If you want to join a free lifting community for skinny dudes trying to get aesthetic, join my Discord, The Bulk Dungeon. I have a free workout plan in there and only more is to come. Be an early adopter, not a follower sheep. Just kidding. One-on-one coaching linked below if you're interested, and I'll see you later.